Former U.S. President George W. Bush will turn 71 years old on Thursday, less than a month after his father, former President George H.W. Bush, turned 93. Here are some facts about the younger Bush, who served as president from 2001 to 2009. He grew up in a political family. Bush's father, George H.W. Bush, was also a U.S. president. Reuters. Mike Stone, like former President John Quincy Adams, Bush's father was also a U.S. president before him, and Bush's family is quite political. His brother, Jeb, is a former Florida governor and was a Republican candidate for president in 2016. Jeb's son, George P. Bush, became the Texas Land Commissioner in May 2015. Former Sen. Prescott Bush, George H. W. Bush's father and George W. Bush's grandfather, served in the U.S. Senate for more than a decade, representing the state of Connecticut. He's an artist. Bush started with the family pets. Then, he began to paint landscapes. But the scope of his post-presidential paintings culminated when he published Portraits of Courage in 2017, a history book of sorts filled with Bush's paintings and stories of wounded veterans. Thanks to everyone who bought #Portraits of Courage, which benefits at the Bush Center and our military service initiatives, policies and programs to support our veterans. If you haven't ordered your copy, click the link in the bio, a post shared by George W. Bush at George Bush on March 16, 2017 at 3:55 p.m. PDT. After painting world leaders he worked with as president, Bush said that his art instructor encouraged him to paint people nobody knows, and it just dawned on me, like boom, warriors that I'd gotten to know. Bush said, "I painted all these warriors. I know every one of them. I know their stories. I had ridden mountain bikes with them. I play golf with them, and I admire them greatly." Portraits of Courage features 66 portraits and a 4-panel mural based on 98 veterans who suffered physical or mental injuries from the Afghanistan and Iraq wars. Profits from the book will go to the George W. Bush Presidential Center and its military service initiative. George H.W. Bush turns 93. Fun facts about the former president: is a huge fan of baseball, particularly the Texas Rangers. "I don't know how I fell in love with baseball," Bush once told USA Today. "I just loved to play it." Bush was managing general partner for the Rangers from 1989 to 1994 and was also an owner of the Major League Baseball team from 1989 to 1998. Bush throws out the first pitch at the 2001 World Series. Reuters. Ray Stubblebine. While president, Bush threw the first pitch for a 2001 World Series game following 9/11. "Standing on the mound at Yankee Stadium was by far the most nervous moment of my presidency," Bush recalled in 30 for 30 Shorts. First pitch. Since leaving 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Bush has been spotted at Rangers games, including when he photobombed a reporter in May. He's the only president with an MBA. Bush was an undergrad student at Yale University and graduates in 1968. He later attended Harvard Business School and graduated from there in 1975. George H.W. Bush gets special visitor at hospital. He completed a marathon race. Bush finished the Houston Marathon in 1993 with a time of 3 hours, 44 minutes and 52 seconds. He told Runner's World he had been distraught following his father's 1992 failed re-election campaign, and initially started training for a marathon in Dallas but became ill and focused on Houston. Bush going for a run in 2007. Reuters. Larry Downing. "It was one of the great experiences of my life," he recalled. "I learned that running can make you feel 10 years younger the day of the race and 10 years older the day after the race. I also learned not to be so compulsive." He's an animal lover. Bush and his wife, former First Lady Laura Bush, have a dog named Freddie and a cat named Bob. Their daughter Jenna Bush Hager's cat Bernadette lives at the couple's Dallas residence, according to his Presidential Center website. Bush with Barney and Miss Beasley in 2006. Reuters, Jason Reed. While in the White House, Bush had two black Scottish Terriers, named Barney and Miss Beasley. The dogs were featured in videos like Barney Reloaded and Where in the White House is Miss Beasley?